2014 Six Nations Ladies Cup Final begins.
Well, you've set it up beautifully for us in commentary, John Gwynn. I did my best to do the same on the stage. Deta Hedman, a very laid-back character, likes to keep us waiting on the walk-ons. Very calmly made her way to the stage.
85.
I think she's probably, to a certain extent, taken aback by the suddenness of that victory in the previous game, where it looked so tight at one moment, and then the Dutch taking those four legs on the trot. Well, very nearly a 180 there. We did have a couple of 180s from her teammate, Lisa Ashton, in the semi-final victory over the Netherlands. But Rhian Edwards, a very capable player from Gulliver, Wales.
Both of these ladies, of course, twice Lakeside World Championship finalists. Virtually every final over the past 5 years has featured one of these two players. Trina Gulliver there we see for England. She was the champion in both 2010 and 2011 and faced Rhian Edwards in those finals. Deta Hedman, runner-up in 2012, and again in January, John, to the lady you've just mentioned, Lisa Ashton.
Yes.
Teammates today, though.
Oh, very, very much. And they may be great rivals on the hockey when they play against each other, but when they're on the same team, proud English folk, as indeed proud Welsh folk as well, are represented on this stage. Yes, that's a lovely dart from Hedman. Her first leg, and really that's the way that England won their their semi-final, the first semi-final we saw, with real aplomb and authority. And that's what that leg represented from Deta Hedman.
Well, if she kept us waiting coming on stage, she's just gone up on stage and got out in 13 darts, John. Terrific stuff.
Yes, it just goes to show the quality, doesn't it, that we see in these leading ladies. There isn't the depth in the ladies' game that you get in the men's game, the depth of quality, the depth of skill. But when you see Deta Hedman step up and do a 13-darter like that, you realise that at the very top, it's extremely, extremely talented.
And speaking of talent on the hockey, we've just seen the ladies warm up here. They get 6 practice darts in the first leg of this particular match. And in the England colours there, the 9 times Lakeside World Champion, Trina Gulliver. And of all the titles that she's won and got to her name, I think the one that's made her proudest of all is that MBE. She's recently been awarded for her services to the sport of darts and to charity.
Well deserved. Thoroughly, thoroughly well deserved. Been impressed with Rhian Griffiths throughout this weekend, as I have been with quite a number of players. To be honest, Trina hasn't played her best this weekend, but she's got through. I think her experience on occasions has got her through. I think there's an example of someone who's perhaps, at the moment anyway, some way below her best. The Welsh contingent there, the men supporting the ladies here. They haven't had the best of tournaments themselves, the men, but underperformed, I think they'd admit. But certainly you can't say that of the ladies.
Well, we just saw the Welsh captain there, eagerly watching on, Julie Gore. She'll be up next. Trina, of course, the England captain. And the thing with Gulliver, you're right, John, her form hasn't been there, particularly with the scoring. But on Friday night within the group stages, she showed us all of a sudden how she can burst into life. A 150 checkout, the highest we've seen in the ladies. That was Trina Gulliver that had the big finish.
It came a couple of legs just after she'd missed a 150 checkout on the double 18, I recall.
Yep, she'd had a practice.
Yes. And practice does make perfect. Well, it's all nice and tense, but at the same time, when you watch a player like this, quite relaxing.
Very impressed with Rhian Griffiths. It's the first time I've been able to see her up close on the dartboard in an international event. Very, very impressed indeed. Another consistent player. Not a lot can go wrong with her throwing style, and she's been excellent. Look at that lovely flat relaxed throw. Very consistent over these past few matches.
Yeah, she's got a nice easy action. There is a relaxed manner about the way she releases the dart, but focused at the same time. You see there, she pushed that dart, Trina, and I think at her best she would have just allowed the dart to do the work and she'd have found the treble 20. However, she came down and got the treble 19. She's left herself on a bogey.
Isn't it remarkable, John? We both work regularly on the exhibition circuit. When you see a professional darts player in relaxed mood, the talent they have at the end of their arm is something very special. Trina Gulliver, one of those players. You can see now what tension and the competition and the pressure does to a world-class darts player, and that was, I wouldn't say perfect timing from Trina's point of view, but it does magnify the point that I'm making.
And double 10. Fraction inside. Well, Trina has won legs like this over the course of the matches she's played this weekend, and who would deny the chance? She needed the treble 18. I thought she might have stayed at treble 20 and had a go at double 13, because in these circumstances that's often the best thing to do. Go for the treble you've already got. After all, the doubles are all the same size, and it may be the only time you get a chance at it. She's got to come down a fraction, and does. So it's an equalising leg to Wales in the shape of Rhian Griffiths, and this final has gone to one apiece.
Please welcome on stage for leg number 3 for England, Lisa Ashton, and for Wales, Julie Gore.
Here's a player coming to the hockey who's banging form. If Trina, and she'd be the first to admit it, has struggled on occasions this weekend, we've got, well, two ladies here who have been hot property. The best in the averages, the Welsh lady, Julie Gore, against the second best in the averages, and certainly the one who's been hitting the 180s, Lisa Ashton. There's the trophy that the winning team is going to take away, the prestigious Winmau Six Nations Cup.
Yes, the 13th edition as far as the men's competition is concerned, but the ladies have taken part in the past 4 events, and it's interesting to note that England and Wales have shared those previous 4, 2 apiece, and they seem to be doing it in an alternate rotation, John. So
yes,
if we go on that pattern, it's England's turn this year.
England's turn, that's right, over the 4 years.
Third leg is
England, Wales, England, Wales. The holders, Wales, they want to hang on to that cup.
And these two players had a mini pattern like that of their own. Winmau World Masters champion, Julie Gore, followed by Lisa Ashton, followed by Julie Gore across 2010, 2011, 2012.
Well, Lisa kicks off with a 140. Julie kicks off with a 135. You're seeing, probably on form at the moment, the 2 best lady players in world darts. She just lets them go. There is absolutely no hesitation in Lisa Ashton. A difference in Julie. She definitively takes aim, and so takes rather longer to release the 3 darts when Lisa's going well, and she is going well. 140, 100 scored. And it's a delight to watch. A little pull of the face there as she went into the 5, soon rectified matters. The Dragon of Wales. I don't mean you, Julie, either. So don't think I do when you eventually see the repeat of this.
27.
One of the nicest ladies you can meet in darts, John. The smile can light up a room, but always looking serious up there on the stage. And Julie Gore, like many men have found in World Championships, they play well everywhere else, and then when they get on the World Championship stage, they've struggled. And Julie Gore, if not, well, the lady player for me that has underperformed on that lakeside stage, a former world #1. She's been there year after year after year and only managed to win her first ever match this January.
Quite goring, isn't it, really? Awful. Ashton, 76.
56.
So, tops it was she wanted, tens it will be when she comes back. And England favourites to go into a 2-1 lead. Julie started well, but she struggled since, hasn't she, in this leg? That's the effect that Lisa Ashton can have, of course.
I think that's the first time we've seen her struggle the entire tournament. Lisa Ashton, double 5 to take this third leg. So all legs going with the throw. Deta Hedman the first, Rhian Griffiths answers with the second. Lisa Ashton puts England back in front with a third leg.
Please welcome back on stage for leg number 4 for England, Trina Gulliver.
Well, all three opening legs have gone with throw. Of course, if it continues in that vein, we'll end up at 4 apiece, and then they'll be bulling off for the deciding leg. But still a little way off that. And Trina Gulliver now coming onto the stage to take on Rhian Edwards. Rhian Edwards didn't throw badly against Deta Hedman, but she found herself up against a lady with a 13-darter in very impressive form indeed. And as we know, Trina Gulliver did struggle in her match against Rhian Griffiths, but she gets an opportunity almost straight away to put matters right.
Forward leg is Wills to throw first. Game on.
So here is that aforementioned rematch, so to speak, of the Lakeside World Championship finals that these two contested back in 2010 and 2011. They know each other's game inside out.
And that's more like the Trina Gulliver we've known over the years. 9 times champion of the world and a wonderful ambassador for the sport of darts. Good ton from Edwards. This is a good game, and there's an ambassador for the sport, all right. Martin Phillips, the Welsh men's captain. Ever smiling.
140.
Professionalism from Gulliver.
But what is professional about it is after the performance in her first leg, how she's come back on stage. This is what in our previous men's match we saw Cameron Menzies, after his first leg, when he missed the doubles, never recovered from it. Trina Gulliver, a wealth of experience up there, knows what she has to do. It's almost like pressing the reset button, isn't it? Whether it's a bad score or a bad leg, you just come up, reset, and start again.
Which she will have to do after that 22. She's consistently down the middle of the board, that lady. If you're not scoring a ton, you're scoring at least 60. Yes, while you're on camera. Some of the course watching on the screen, which sometimes you catch sight of on the wall. Well, nip and tuck, it's an expression I've used quite a lot this weekend, and with good reason. Both ladies on a non-finish, despite being well below 170, and it's a case of who can home in from this point. Well, delightful darts from Trina Gulliver, and 62 she'll be wanting. Oh yes, 79 left.
99. England requires 62.
So Trina Gulliver, 62. And this is the first opportunity, the first real opportunity of a break of throw. Treble 10 for double 16 and a 3-1 lead for England. A big dart coming in, you feel. Huge for England, and she looked confident, John. Throughout that whole leg, it looked like a different Trina Gulliver from leg number 2. She takes leg number 4. 3-1 lead to England, a breaker throw, as I say, a nice, neat 62 checkout for the England captain.
Yes, and 22 landed her on 162, but then she got the ton and polished off the 62 very, very easily indeed. Very impressive, the last 5 darts from Trina Gulliver. And she's put England 3-1 ahead now and 2 away from taking the title. So the Welsh ladies have got to lift themselves. It's England who's going to be throwing first in this next leg. And that features Lisa Ashton, who really has been a tower of strength for England through this tournament, wearing the crown of world champion extremely well. It's Lisa against Rhian Griffiths, 2 very good players. This could turn out to be the best leg of the lot in terms of competitiveness.
And as we've been saying throughout this tournament, when we take a break within the match, often the leg just before it, a key one. And certainly from Wales' point of view it is. And after that slip from Ashton, Griffiths looking to get that crucial break before the break in the match.
60.
Yes, a safe 60. But it's rather more than that. She probably needs to rest the darts from Ashton, whose least impressive leg so far this is.
30.
Yes, by far.
It's worth mentioning, we've had plenty of messages out there in the crowd, and of course over the social networks we're getting plenty of messages ourselves. And one that I've received this weekend is from the father of a young Welsh international. She played on this very stage last year in the British internationals for the youth team for Wales. Lauren Kane, not too well at all this weekend, and the darts, watching her ladies national team, making her feel a whole lot better. I'm not sure the scoreline will though, but Lauren Kane, young Welsh international, get well soon.
60.
Well, we all endorse that, of course. I got a message from Phuket in Thailand, I think it is, a long way away, saying how much he's enjoying the darts.
Yep, our pictures taken all over Europe, all over the world, and Eurosport doing a terrific job for us here this weekend. Great to see more BDO darts on the television, especially international darts.
Yeah, I just want to say, hope you're watching now, David. Enjoying it. So 32 she wanted. She got the 25. Treble 19 would have left the ball. And now 161 for Griffiths. You feel that she's got to make a really big hole in this, even if she doesn't take it out, because she may get another go. This has been Lisa Ashton's least impressive leg in the semis and the finals today. So 96.
43.
And Griffiths wanting 101. Yes, it was the bull that Ashton needed there for the leg.
Well, single 17 there, just behind our graphic, leaves 84.
41, check 51. England to require 25.
So 9 for double 8, I'm sure, will be her route. Well, 12 scored, 13 left. Now it's going to be 5 for double 4. Double 4, 1 dart at the double. No, more than 1 needed. And that means that Lisa Ashton has now won for the 2nd time in this final. And she's put England 4 legs to 1 up. And 1 away from taking the title for the 3rd time in 5 years. 4-1 then, there you have it. It was Hedman, Ashton, Gulliver, Ashton with victories. In reply, that one from Rhian Griffiths. 4-1 to England. Against, admittedly, the very formidable Julie Gore, Rhian Edwards and Rhian Griffiths, it's still difficult to see how England can't get one out of those last 3 legs. Indeed, Deta Hedman to come up before those 3. So that's what they're playing for. It's the 5th year of this particular event as far as the women are concerned. They've won it twice. Wales have won it twice. Alternately, it was Wales who won it last year. England's turn, said Richard earlier. and it looks as though he may well be right. But Julie Gore is certainly a much better player than the one we saw beaten just a few minutes ago by Lisa Ashton, and she will be as determined as anybody in a Welsh shirt to make sure that this game continues beyond this particular leg. But Deta Hedman, her only visit so far in this final has been in the first leg. She got England off to a super start with a brilliant 13-dart leg, and she really is, and has been for some while now, a player of tremendous quality. So Hedman against Gore, Gore to throw first, and Wales have to win all the remaining legs to stay champions in the Six Nations Cup.
95.
Decent start.
Julie Gore has trod many an international stage, and she's going to have to draw on every bit of both her experience and her ability to keep this match going. At least she has the advantage of throw, and if Wales can win this leg, the pressure turns slowly but surely on the English team. It's one leg at a time. It's a sporting cliche, isn't it, John? One leg at a time. But in this format, more than any other, that's exactly what it is.
It is just that, indeed. Player by player. No two players play two legs on the trot. No single player plays two leg on the trot. No two, no three.
85.
85. She'll accept that. A lead of 59 for England. Now Julie Gore of Wales eating into that. 41 now, the advantage to Wales. It's that kind of leg. Disappointed with that. She knows she pulled that dart to the right, but that again, we've used the word professionalism in regard to Trina Gulliver. You saw it in that single dart there from Deta Hedman.
Deta has been immaculate in this match so far, but these are immaculate darts from the Welsh captain.
125.
Yes, to take her to 151. I said there may well be a little bit of a twist in the tail.
45.
Again, a disappointing dart when she needed it. 13 dart 20 minutes or so ago from Hedman, but at the moment Julie Gore having the advantage here. Unlucky with the last. 45 gives Hedman a little bit of hope. Tommy Thompson, part of the England setup from Fleetwood in Lancashire.
Yep, the England chairman no less, and we're going to be bringing on stage the Scottish chairman, Len Much, to make the presentations to our champions. And after that setup from Hedman, we could well be presenting that trophy very, very shortly, unless Julie Gore can take out 106. Treble 18 for double 16.
Double 16 for a fantastic 106 finish. Brilliant darts from Gore. She worked hard at that. She worked hard. Well played, says Deta, and well played indeed. Pulled out that 106 finish absolutely splendidly. Game still on. Yes, it was with throw, but in the end, that really was a remarkable finish. Julie Gore is effort, and more effort, and she certainly made it pay there. Brilliant.
Yep, if Trina Gulliver's 62 checkout was impressive in a couple of legs before the break, that 106, absolutely superb. We've seen some pressure finishes today in both the men's and the ladies' competition, and that one was right up there.
Julie Gore.
Well, in the case of the ladies, we do have someone playing two legs on the trot, and that's because we've only got three of them. So it has to happen somewhere along the line, and Julie, having just taken out 106, now we'll see Trina throw first after they've both had three practice darts each. And would you suggest... I can't suggest that there's any advantage. After all, it's not that long since Trina was on the hockey. But Julie will, fresh from that 106, will be buoyed. And I think that will also give the rest of the team, the other two members in the team, added confidence that it can still be done. This, such a crucial leg. They all are, aren't they now? Especially for Wales.
There would certainly be an advantage playing two legs consecutively if you were to stay up there on the hockey and play almost immediately. But Julie did just take a moment to go stage side and make her way back onto stage. And we talk about advantage. It is England in the shape of Trina Gulliver with advantage in this leg, and a 140 must be answered at least. It must be matched.
Well, she's unlucky there not to get another treble, but quality darts from both players. And looking on intently, the man, that was Mark Leighton, almost biting his fingernails.
45.
Now a chance, perhaps, for Gore to get ahead. What a good shot of somebody totally... Of course, she can't check it out, but if she can find three figures, a ton here would give her half a chance of taking the leg on the visit afterwards. That's exactly what she's done. 76 left. She took out 106 in the previous leg against Deta Hedman, and now Trina Gulliver, as she herself has done before,
57.
has to show the quality that undoubtedly is there. 76, 71. Does she go treble 13? Probably so. 13 will leave 58, and that means 18 leaves tops.
36.
Well, Trina Gulliver has stepped up the hockey, needing checkouts like this to win title upon title in her career, both for herself and for her country. She's done it all before, but this a special moment still. 94, 87 left. Treble 17 now for double 18.
Yes, that is the only trouble when you go for the ball. Of course, you're expecting to hit either the ball or the 25, but she's got the dart that she wanted there, and just above the wire in the double 18 that would have given England victory. Now Julie Gore to keep Wales in this final. Double top she needs. Oh, she knows that was tension, tension and more tension. Now then, double 16. Oh, so close. She finished a 106 combination in her previous game with that double 16. Not this time, though. And now Gulliver wanting double 18. Well, that's double 14 now needed. So, for the title. Yes! Trina Gulliver, MBE, captain of England, hugs her opponent, Julie Gore of Wales, and takes this leg, and with it the match, and with it the title of Women's Six Nations champions. It's the third time that England have won this event, usurping Wales now have won it twice in the 5 years of the tournament. How fitting it should be that it should be Trina Gulliver, 9 times champion.